And I accidentally deleted my notes on Hawaii, but I remember them. So I'll let you take the lead. But Timmy Chang back for his third season. They bring back the quarterback. And the question I have with Hawaii, and this is probably a stupid question, but it's something to think about at the very least. If your quarterback enters the transfer portal, doesn't get the offers he wants, and then comes back, does that hurt team morale? And I know that's some stupid shit to even talk about, but I feel like if I'm on the team, if I'm like the left guard and my quarterback, the guy I'm assigned to protect, is like, fuck this, I'm out, enters the portal, and then just like comes back with his tail between his legs, I feel like I'm like, fuck this guy. That's probably stupid.
Maybe I don't know about that. I think I was surprised when he entered the portal because I think he fits this team very well. We're going to talk about they're a team that only throws the football. But there are some things that are going on at that program that kind of probably nudged him into looking elsewhere, because they're a football team that's they're not getting much media attention. They're not a very good first of all, they're not a great program overall. They're not even playing in their football stadium. They're playing at a local place that like a complex that they weren't supposed to be playing in. So like this isn't like Hawaii's a big place to play. So I understood why he was looking elsewhere. NIL being what it was, he probably thought he could get a Power 4 job. Clearly he couldn't. But yeah, I don't know if maybe that could be the case where guys are like, hey, you didn't want to be here. But week 1, when they're winning by 65 points, I think those guys will be like, all right, you know what? It's smart. It's a good thing you stayed.
That's right. You said you're going to lay 30 points with them.
38.5. And I'm
at Delaware State.
Yeah. And that line went from 25.5 to 38.5. So I'm still not sure, but it is. Yeah, they're going to win week 1 by a lot of points. I know that.
All right. So Braden Shager's back. What about the rest of the offense?
Like you said, number one thing, or like I mentioned, number one thing, this team throws the ball, pretty much only throws the ball. They're number 1 in pass frequency. So what we just said with Gas, so they were top 4. This is the team that's number 1. So that's why Schrager coming back is so huge for this team. He's pretty much everything. Other than that, top 7 receiver staying was huge for me. Obviously, pretty much anybody who caught the ball last year. The offense overall is staying pretty well. They had a good pass block grade, which is all that really matters for them. They weren't really good blocking the run, but they don't run much. So that's probably why those numbers were that way. Very deep O-line is the way they said it. They got 11 guys that have played college football before. But I think 6 or 7 of them have played like significant time. So this offense should be smooth. I don't see any holes in this offense. Doing what they want to do, right? Who cares about their running? They're not trying to run. In terms of being a passing attack, this is the team. This is a really good passing attack. Set up perfectly. They should be able to block for him. So, yeah, I think this is a really good unit.
All right. And did you want to talk about the defense?
Oh, yeah, no, defense is not a very good unit. Defense, like usual, Hawaii, this is the Mountain West. You're going to see, I think it's going to be a trend beyond this weekend when we go through these teams is this team, much like everybody else in the Mountain West, they don't play defense. They're going to get thrown on a lot. They were a little bit better in their run defense last year, but again, in the Mountain West, it doesn't really mean that much because teams are trying to throw on you. So their games are going to be pretty high scoring. There's going to be a lot of possessions in their games because their passing attacks are going to be facing. But yeah, this is a team that high scoring games that I don't expect to come away with many wins this year.
All right. So the schedule, and this is where it's a little interesting for Hawaii because they have 5 cake games on their schedule.
Well, they weren't. Yeah, that game 1 was not supposed to
be Oregon, right?
It's supposed to be Oregon at home, and it wound up being Delaware State.
So I mean, they're 3-1.
Yeah, they should be 3-1. I think they can go on their. Actually,
they're not losing to Sam Houston, bro.
No. I think they can beat Sam Houston.
They'll beat Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa, I think, will be like surprisingly tough because aren't they like a really
that'll
good...
be a close line.
No, they lost their coach though because he's
but they're still gonna be pretty good.
Yeah,
we're seeing games where like FCS guys are.
But they're going to win.
Yeah.
So let's say 3-1. Then, yeah, they have a tough stretch there.
Yeah,
they'll lose 1, 2, 3 in a row. But then you got Nevada, you got Utah State, you got New Mexico.
Those 3, if they can come away with all 3 of those, then I think the only...
Well, I think they'll definitely take Nevada. That's 4.
Of those 3 teams you just said, Utah State will be the toughest, but I still don't think Utah State's going to be very good.
UNLV should dog them out, right? Even at home.
Yeah, UNLV and Fresno will beat them up pretty good.
Yeah, and then the thing is, in order to hit 6, in my opinion, they need to take both those late November games, and I think they'll
Against
lose.
Utah State and New Mexico. Yeah.
And I think they'll drop one of them. I don't know why.
So you're on there.
Apparently, odds makers aren't big on New Mexico. I was just looking at them. We're about to talk about them. I don't think they're that bad.
I didn't see, like, I think they're going to be really bad. I didn't see what everybody else. I mean, week 1 we're going to talk about, but
so under. I have them at 5. So let's say under.
Yeah, I'm going to go under 2. I'll side over. I mean under. Yeah, if by grace of God they're able to pull up an upset in that 3-game stretch against San Diego State, Boise State, and Washington State, maybe. But that's really the only spot where I think they can come away with something.
All right, let's move on to the next team, please. I like this. Trevor Vandenbosch in the comments said, if you don't watch Hawaii at midnight after 13 hours of football on a Saturday, you're not a true DJ. And yeah.